Hey everyone, welcome back. As you can read from the title, I'm going to be reviewing another Olaf Ittenbach movie. This one you cannot get in America, and if you do, copy, like one that you'd get from any site. But I watched this on YouTube a couple hours ago. It was early in the morning. Um, I was searching for something to watch on YouTube on my PS3, and I decided to check out Devilman66631 to see what new stuff he uploaded because he usually uploads some pretty damn cool stuff. And right there, in the wink of my eye, I end up seeing Black Past 1989. And I'm like, no, it can't be. It can't be. And I clicked on it, and it was the movie I've been wanting to see ever since I've heard of Olaf Ittenbach or Ittenbach. So, what this film is basically about, it's really similar in quality of the Evil Dead One. Um, Came out in 1989, made on a micro budget, shot on video, uh, and it's about this boy, not boy, young man by the name of Tommy, played by Olaf. Um, he seems like an alright guy. He oversleeps a lot, so he's always late for school. And there's this girl he likes by the name of Petra, or Petra, played by Andrea Archer, who I think she is a really, really beautiful woman. Um, she's in a lot of Olaf Ittenbach movies. Um, I think she is just gorgeous. Um, but anyways, he likes her, and so they decide. Uh, at first, she doesn't really care a whole lot for him, but then she sees him getting beaten senseless by these two assholes, and she says, "Well, lean on me. I'll take care of you." And so yeah, they end up becoming really good friends, and then finally they end up dating. Now this movie takes place within a week. They just Tommy and his family just moved into this house. It's him, his two sisters, and his father. And the one of the sisters is always talking crap on Tommy. And Tommy asks, "Well, where's the extra bed, the guest bed, so my friend can stay over?" And his father says, "Well, it's up in the attic." So Tommy walks up to the attic, and there's a box. Of course, he finds the bed too, but he ends up finding a box with chains on it. And in horror movies, it's the classic horror movie cliche, but it's done differently this time. Um, he uh, he takes some big pliers. I forget what they're called. They're like big pliers, like ones that you need two hands in order to get them. But anyways, he unclips the chains, ends up finding a diary and a weird looking mirror. Like not weird as in Amityville, a new generation weird, but like an ugly mirror. So, and it takes a lot of stuff from Amityville movies too. So yeah, plus for that because I do like Amityville 1 and 2 in 1992, by the way. Um, but anyways, Tommy's just getting stuff ready for his friend to come over. And what happens is he decides he's going to put the mirror up. Here's where it turns into a horror movie. Uh, Andrea Archer's character, Petra, ends up coming over, and her and Tommy end up making out. And she asks, "Is your room always this messy?" And he says, "Well, want to tidy up?" And she's like, "Okay, sure." And then he's like, "Well, first I've got to eat, so I'll be right back." And there's like an earthquake that happens after Tommy leaves, and Andrea Archer ends up going and looking in the mirror. She ends up becoming possessed, and her eyes go in the back of her head, her mouth is gaped open, and she walks in the middle of the street, commits suicide. She lets the car just run right over her. And here's the weird thing. Well, impossible thing. Um, when a car hits you, and the way it hits her, you would have been flat as a pancake. Your head would be crushed. Nope. She's dead, of course, but her head's perfectly fine, just really bloody and whatnot. And it's his first movie, so I can forgive him on some notes. It's Olaf's first big movie. And her head is just filled to the brim with nothing but blood and gore, which, again, like it. He does all his own special effects, so yeah, big props to Olaf. And anyways, after that happens, Tommy ends up becoming really distant from his family. He's not talking to any of his friends, and what ends up happening is he has these dreams repeatedly of Petra killing him. And finally, it gets so bad, he ends up getting a dream where he's cutting her body into pieces. Like, her legs get chopped off, really gory effects. Her hand gets cut off, her arm gets cut off, even her head. And he ends up waking up. So most of the film is a dream for him. He has a dream repeatedly of him getting killed by Petra and him killing Petra. And finally, the last dream he has, well, the second to last dream he has, is her head is on his bed and so are her limbs, and she's saying, "Destroy the mirror, destroy the mirror, destroy the mirror." And he's like, "This isn't happening, oh my god, this isn't happening. You're not real." And he ends up waking up. And gonna skip one day, he ends up deciding he's had enough. He decides to break the mirror. The mirror won't let that happen. A force from the mirror ends up pushing him back, and he ends up getting a really bad stomachache. He ends up puking black liquid, like the liquid you'd see in Amityville, and he's just sitting there, just puking his guts out. Not literally though. That would be Lucio Fulci right there. But anyways, he looks back up at the mirror, and his fingernails are growing like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 style. And he ends up ripping off his flesh of his face and off of his head. His teeth start to grow, and like really awesome effects. Like, if I'd ever make a movie, I'd want to get a hold of Olaf and ask, could you do the special effects for my movie? And he's doing all these effects on himself. And then, from then on, it's just a massacre. That's all I'm gonna say. After that, after he turns into like a demon, all hell breaks loose, literally. That's all I'm gonna say, because anyone out there who loves gore, anyone who loves disgusting, gruesome, disturbing storylines will surely enjoy this one. It's about demonic possession, and most of the people I've met love demonic possession movies. So I suggest you check this movie out. Again, this is not available in America, uh, but you can watch it on YouTube. There's two versions you can watch on YouTube. There's one with, I forget what language it is, but it's the kind with funny letters. I think it might be Egyptian. Um, and then there's the one with English subtitles. So the one with English subtitles, just type in all capital letters, Black Past dash 1989, press enter, and it will be one of the first search results you see. Make sure it's the one uploaded by Devilman66631. Enjoy the movie. So what do I give Olaf Ittenbach's very first film, Black Past? I loved the movie. I I was blown away with the effects. I loved the story. The characters were cool, and seeing this nice guy turn into something pure evil, into something pure evil, like you would freak if you saw him. I'm gonna give this film a 9 out of 10. Olaf Ittenbach, you're the man. I love your movies. I want to see Prometheus, Lord of the Dead, also known as Death, Angel of Death. I want to see Savage Love. I want to see Garden of Love, which you can get over here in America as The Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine, or Born Undead if you want to get the Blu-ray. I want to see Dark Divorce. I want to see all the stuff you've made, man. Because I've heard when it comes to gore, you are the man to go to. Tom Savini is really awesome too. Uh, it's a cross between who's my favorite special effects artist, Olaf Ittenbach, or Tom Savini. It's hard to choose between the two because they're both great special effects artists. KNB does their part too, but Olaf Ittenbach, you have my support, man. And if I ever find Black Past in America, I will definitely pick it up. Um, $20 is as high as I'll go for it, but mm, I love your I love your movies, man. Um, and this is coming from a guy who's seen just about everything that is disgusting and depraved in movies, other than the Serbian film. I will never watch that. That's not even a film. That's a disgrace. That's a stain on all things that are good in horror. But this film is amazing. I'm literally drooling at the fact that I just saw a film that I've been looking forward to seeing for a really long time. I heard about The Burning Moon back in 2010, and when I saw it, The Burning Moon, back in 2012, I was amazed. This proves that Olaf Ittenbach is one of the masters of gore. So, take care, everybody. Hopefully, you enjoyed my review over Olaf Ittenbach's Black Past. 1989, but damn is it ballsy. Violent shit, another movie you guys should check out. So, anyways, all I can say is I'm Psychopath1c, signing off. Peace.